My name is Anna Williams. I'm 17 years old, and currently right now I'm co-chair of the Girls Advisory Board, and I've also done various courses with Girls Ventures. I just want to say thank you because this opportunity to speak about my experiences means a lot to me. Girls Ventures has truly made a huge impact in my life. Honestly, when I first sat down to write this speech, I struggled with a lot just what to say. I would write something, then erase it all, write and erase. I couldn't think of one moment or learning that summed up my experience completely. The things I have learned from Girl Ventures are not easy to explain. There are just so many of them and they don't exactly translate to paper easily. It's a collage of stories, photographs, feelings, and memories. Before I participated in Girl Ventures, I was going through a lot of changes that were difficult for me to process in a positive way. I was 14 years old, starting high school, and trying to figure out who I was. I didn't have much of a relationship with my mom, and I felt as if my stepmom didn't really accept me for who I was. On top of that, my stepmom was having twin girls, and my mom was getting remarried, which left me feeling like I wasn't enough for them. I felt out of control and desperately wanted to grasp onto something I could control. My stepmom saw this and started to look for a positive way I could organize this chaos in my life. She had done an outdoor course when she was about the same age and saw that being in the rawest form of nature as a healthy way to learn about your limits and strengths. Being out in nature has always been an escape hatch for me in my life. It was an open window I could crawl out of and feel rejuvenated. I love to run and climb trees, decorate my hair into flowers and leaves, and just sit in bewilderment of the ever-complex beauty and systems of nature. Outdoor living is very simple. It allows things like constant focus on body image to be locked. If you haven't showered in weeks, nobody cares because no one else has showered either. You know where your stuff is because you only have to keep up with a few essentials. I stretched myself past limits I never thought I would pass. I reached goals that seemed impossible. I grew to higher heights and gained new perspectives. On my On the Rise course, I vividly remember my solo hike. For those of you who don't know what a solo hike is, it's a small part of the hike that you get to travel independently. I couldn't hear or see anyone around me. It was just time for me. I was on my solo hike in the beautiful forest of Point Reyes, and I remember at that moment I became one of my own best friends. I felt like I really comprehended what self-worth and self-love were all about. This summer, I was an assistant instructor for the 2013 Project Courage trip. This is probably one of the most empowering and crucial experiences I've had in my life so far. As an assistant instructor, I was responsible for giving these younger girls a safe space to feel and discover themselves, while also discovering more about myself. With these girls, we walked out of comfort zones, kayaked in the ocean, and hiked farther than we thought possible, rain or shine. I was there for them. On the last day of graduation, I could see the girls' admiration in the way they looked at me and felt their gratitude in their never-ending hugs. I cried because I knew I had made a difference in these girls' lives. The girls that I've been on course with, I will call them friends for the rest of my life. They made me feel like it was okay to be myself. Some of them I felt closer to any of my friends back home. We laughed together, we cried together, we sung and yelled together, we peed together, we ate together, we struggled together, we understood one another. Through my life, I have been through a lot of changes. Just like the seasons, my life has gone through spring, fall, winter, and summer. I feel like I felt the spring newness my freshman year, floating by, not trying to let my troubles bring me down. And fall, I became cozy with my friends and settled into my life sophomore year. Then winter came my junior year. Ill-equipped for the harsher weather, I struggled. Grades, friends, home life, sleep, and extracurriculars were all being juggled constantly, feeling like I was going to lose one any given moment. But as all of this was going on, I knew I had Girl Ventures, my second family. Through the good and the rough, I have felt like I've always had a safe space, a person to call, someone to give advice. Girl Ventures has been a constant in my life, and I don't have many of those. 3 years later, it feels like the beginning of the end of being a girl at Girl Ventures. I have gotten a lot of tools out of all my Girl Ventures experiences that I will take with me as I enter the next phase of my life. Changes seem more manageable, obstacles are easier to tackle, goals reachable. These memories, these experiences have made me comprehend the deep impact that an organization like this can have on an adolescent girl. I hope that Girl Ventures continues to enrich the lives of many.